where we've lost the plot.
Guys, like and subscribe to my channel. It's Ron K. Reggie.
Somebody commented and was like, did you get shadow banned? You used to be so popular with so many views. About being a creator is you have to be honest about your triggers. You have to be honest about your triggers. And for me, one of my triggers is any mention of how I used to be popular, all my views, all the things I used to do. And I feel like it kind of made me feel like I have to talk about my creator journey in general, because everybody's creator journey is different. Very, very different. When I first started on social media in general, I started off as a photographer. I genuinely just loved photography. I wanted to be a photographer at some point in my life. Just photography. So when I slowly started my page, especially on Instagram, it was mostly photography. I barely even used to show my face on Instagram. I'm gonna insert like a screenshot of literally what my Instagram used to look like when I first started taking it seriously, because I've always been on Instagram. I just had periods of time where I would take it seriously and had periods of time where, it was just something I liked to do, especially when Instagram first came out. I liked organizing my feed and all of that. Like, that was just something I enjoyed. Notice that like I would post photos of myself and like people would ask me like my makeup details or like how I did things. And to be honest, I really was just doing makeup because I cut my hair at that time. I cut my hair at that time, and the creator journey kind of found me. I did not find it that much. I mean, I always talk to my best friend. She always tells me that like when I was younger, I quite literally always used to say that I wanted to be famous. That Pussycat Dolls song about when I grew up? If you know, you know. If you don't, it's okay as well. But I feel like I'm living a version of when I grew up, because I think as creators, there's an expectation for this whole journey. And a couple of years ago, my expectations were very simple. First of all, I didn't even know people were making money off of social media at all. I remember the time I found out that people were making money and actually maintaining a living off of social media was actually when I started getting influencer friends. Because having friends in the influencer industry basically like shows you different sides of the influencer industry. And it was not until that time that I really figured that, people are making money, which was literally like maybe 2018, 2017. And I was like, oh, y'all are making money from this? I didn't know. Quite literally, I'm just doing this because I like it, doing it because I get to interact with people. I'm an extrovert just in general. Like, I love being around people. So social media just became a very cool place for me to be. Now, over the years, I have not only built a beautiful community of people who regularly talk to me on my videos, I've also been able to work with so many brands. And I think that what I didn't realize is, especially because I do makeup and I do beauty, sometimes the internet tries to like pigeonhole you into only one thing. My life has changed so much. I talk about this so much on my channel that even me sometimes I'm like, you sound redundant, but I don't care. I don't know why in general people come on the internet to remind creators what used to be, especially in life where change is inevitable. I would like post my video and I remember the last time I was like oversharing on the internet and I posted about like just talking about things. I saw somebody had commented and they were like, hey, maybe you should try and like open a new channel, because I know like when you were canceled, people were reporting your channel or things like that. I'm not gonna lie, I've been at 199,000 subscribers on and off for the past probably like 3-4 years. And for me, there was a time where it was discouraging. There was a time where it was just kind of like as a creator, when you do not experience growth on any of your platforms, it does become discouraging because it almost feels like you're pouring water in a basket that has holes, and growth in a way, it makes you feel as though you're putting time into something that's worth it. And it's so different for me, especially because, like I said, my creator journey is different. I quite literally use social media now as a means of creative expression. And recently I've been asking myself, what does that mean to me? I used to be really, really big on views, likes, comments. I was the person who really cared about the algorithm. To be honest, there was a time in my influencer career, especially when I was hanging around other influencers, that all of that mattered. It mattered how many views I got on my post. It mattered how many likes I got on my post. But this season of my influencer career is really teaching me that not only do metrics not matter, but you can't let metrics determine how you feel about what you're putting out there. When you're young and you see social media and you see followers and things like that, you're excited. You're like, oh my goodness, somebody follows me. Oh my goodness, this person, it's an exciting thing until you realize that not only is there a lot of responsibility that comes with a lot of people following you, but people pick and choose what they feel about you, and people pick and choose how you should, how they want you to operate online. And a lot of times when you don't operate the way that your community wants you to operate, it can get very interesting. And for me, I feel like I am I try to be, because honestly, I'm still always finding out what authenticity means to me. But at the same time, I saw this thread that was just accept yourself as you are. And that's really what I'm in this life to do, because I started on YouTube not really knowing or having any plans or goals for where I wanted to go or where I saw my channel. And even when I did end up earning more subscribers, posting more things, being into makeup, I realized that the reason why people followed me in the first place was because they were getting some type of information from me, or they were getting makeup tutorials and things like that. And just this morning I was watching one of my really old videos about how I was talking about how I just really want to be myself. I feel like my goal on this channel has kind of been the same, where it's I just kind of want to share parts of myself. I don't know why. That's the truth. I wish at this stage of my life I could come on here and tell you guys oh, I have a passion in sharing. Yes, I do, definitely. But sometimes I just do things because I feel the need to, and sometimes it heals parts of me talking about certain things. And going back to the beginning of the video where I talked about being triggered by people commenting on views or followers or likes, I would not lie that 2020 fundamentally changed the trajectory of my channel. But at the same time, I think it was necessary, especially for me. Social media is a very, very weird place. And if you don't have a self-care practice, or if you don't have a lot of self-esteem and a lot of thick skin, my dear, this social media will just carry you, they go where you don't know. And I feel like these past couple of years, that's kind of the lesson that I've finally been learning. I've been learning that my worth as a person doesn't even come from my job, doesn't come from what I do, and doesn't even come from the things I decide to do and not do. For years now, I have been trying to figure out the pivot. I think for me, my platforms have become a figuring out engine, refiguring it out myself, refiguring out what I like, refiguring out like how I like to do things. And social media, because there's so many people on social media sometimes, like you don't even realize when, like, I'm also a consumer, you don't realize when like you consume too much content that what you like starts getting lost in the mix, you know? And I've never been a creator that went off of other people's content. I've always been a creator that kind of like goes off of what I feel, except if it's a trend. Give creators grace. That's just all I'm saying. Give creators grace. This whole me posting every day in August, honestly, is yes, it's for me to work on my consistency, but it's also for me to let go of a part of myself that I've been trying to let go of for a very long time, which is perfectionism. As a creator, perfectionism is literally the death of any work that you do, and perfectionism will really lead you into not creating even though you need to. Don't look at people who choose to come online and think that any of this is easy. I feel like I've not only learned people skills from being on YouTube, I've also learned how to deal with people. I've also learned how to like express myself and talk better. You know, I'm still somebody who, you know, you'll hear me say a lot. I'm trying to like work on that, because now I really love public speaking. I've always loved public speaking, but over the past couple of years it has really like grown for me. There's so many goals that I feel like as a person I let go of when I decided to start creating content, because something about content becomes like your end all be all. And I've noticed that, like, especially even with YouTube, there's no space to like disconnect sometimes. A lot of people comment on my videos when I post these type of videos, like, oh, maybe you should get a job, or like a regular job, because at this point, what does that even mean? Because no job, you can get fired. At least this one, I can't get fired. Somebody cannot come to my YouTube channel and say I'm firing you. It's my YouTube channel. You know what I mean? So job security in this day and age, I generally feel like it doesn't exist. However, it's not even about job security. It's also about me as a person. A couple of years ago, maybe like 2 years ago, 2024, I did have a job. I used to work as a receptionist. I was a receptionist at like a mental health clinic, which I love working. I love working in the mental health sector because I have a psych degree, so that's always my go-to when I need something to do or when I want to get a job. I also used to work at Sephora. I worked at Sephora for about a year, maybe 2023. I will always love working in makeup. Like that is actually one of my like top tier things to do if I really want a job. However, the one thing about me and the way my mind works is I can't stay in a job for too long. I am somebody who needs to create. Like, I don't just want to create, I need to create. And when I'm unable to create in any way, and I just feel like I'm in a work environment and I'm stagnant, or I'm in a work environment that just makes me feel like I'm not doing anything, I just can't do it. I literally feel like I'm abandoning parts of myself, and I end up either quitting and coming back to just being a full-time creator. Now, this is the thing, being a full-time creator in 2026 in comparison to being a full-time creator in 2018, 2019 is drastically different. I think that the income obviously is not as much as it used to be, which is also why I don't think you guys understand that I genuinely don't. I have never cared. I would never forget this thing. I remember I was talking to my dad this one time. This was like years ago when I actually I still, you know, had a decent following, but he just could not understand why I was doing this. Like, regardless of the money I was making, he just could not understand. He was like, I don't get it. Why would you do something regardless of the money? And even till today, he has had the same conversations with me. And the first thing I tell him, and my friends know this about me, I never do anything for money. Money always finds me. For some reason, I'm always taken care of. I always do things because I like doing things. Like, yes, for me, money is important because money is something that unfortunately this damn capitalist world operates on. If it was left to me, I would just go and find farm somewhere and go and plant my life somewhere and just harvest my fruits. I don't care. I will say that it might come from privilege, and the only reason why I'm mentioning this is because I have been, even though I don't talk about this on my channel at all. My brother tried to talk about it in our sibling sessions when we talk about it, but sometimes I don't like talking about it. I grew up not having to worry about money a lot, to be quite honest. You know, I lived in Lekki, Nigeria. You know, I had drivers, lesson teachers, all of the shebang. You know, like I said, I don't talk about it a lot because sometimes I don't like talking about it. I grew up around people who had nice cars. I grew up around people who traveled a lot. I traveled a lot. I've been to Dubai 3 times. And a lot of things that are in the media as promoted as luxury now are things that I genuinely enjoyed in my childhood and still enjoy till today. I still travel now, but I still, in my idea of luxury is being able to like go to really nice places, and I'm able to do that now because of my influence. Regardless of how many followers or likes I have, I still get invited to nice places. I still am around really nice people. So because of that, I think that my mindset around what luxury means is very different from other people, and because of that, I have never really been somebody who is like, yeah, I'm gonna do this because I'm about to earn $20,000, or I'm gonna do this. Most of the time, the reason why I do want to earn is because of things like rent, you know, things like my bills, my immediate bills, and being comfortable with that. But even with that, like, I will not lie, I am somebody who's like, I want to be a millionaire in this lifetime, but my wish to be a millionaire in this lifetime has nothing to do with buying the latest handbags or the latest launches of things. Or my idea of becoming a millionaire in this lifetime is really to give back. That's number one. I've always been a person who like underground loves to give back, and also to like be able to live comfortably. Like if I woke up one morning and I was like, hey, I want to take me and my kids to Italy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to do very random things. I'm somebody who, I love experiences. Like, I'm way more connected to experiences than I am to like the, you know, buying a nice car. Like I am a niche car person. Like I know the cars I like. For example, I like the Tesla. I know, don't come for me. But I like it because I feel like it's like the iPhone of cars. Like I like things that are modern design and that just serve the purpose they're supposed to serve. It's a car and it's white. To be quite honest, 2020 was my highest earning year, which is actually crazy because it was also one of the most depressing years of my life. Sorry, I'm laughing, but it's not funny. Sometimes I think about it and I'm just like, bruh, the juxtaposition of life is just insane. This is also the first time I've done like a grum in a while, so I'm just trying to like get it. And honestly, I didn't even expect this to be a get ready with me. I just kind of wanted to get some things off my chest. But yeah, like it's one of those things where like people understood that influencers were making money online. Like when people see hashtag ad, the second they see that, they're like, so you're getting paid from this, why am I going to support that? But what people don't really understand is creators work a lot. Like people, the one thing that I really genuinely do not like is when people really go at Michaela Nguera. She's a beauty influencer and she's bigger on TikTok in terms of like people making think pieces about her, all of this. And one thing I really hate is like they really do not understand how hard that girl works. Like even when she came online, I was like, try being an influencer for a day, and like people were like clowning her and things like that. It looks easy until you try to do it. Literally, it looks easy until you try to do it. I cannot explain to you how many hours go by because I like being a creator, and most of the times I'm creating and I don't look at the time. So sometimes I'm unable to like literally tell you how long I've been creating for or how long I've been editing for, I sometimes have, like, for example, last night I was editing and I didn't even know when it was 9 o'clock, but I'd gone home at like maybe like 4 from picking up the kids. That's like 5 hours of editing. I didn't know it was 5 hours of editing. I was just editing because I needed to, and I had all these videos that I had to put out. So it's one of those things where, like, it's not easy. It's fun for the people who like it, but it's not something that it from looking from outside looks very easy, like just come on camera. But I have worked with so many people, and I know how hard it is for a regular person to just come on camera and start talking. Okay, I've had to coach people because sometimes people cannot talk on camera, you know. So there's a lack of respect for creators sometimes because, again, it looks easy. It's like art, you know. A lot of times it's a skill. It's a skill. Like, for me, I feel like my greatest skill isn't even makeup. My greatest skill is being able to feel as though I can literally do anything I set my mind to and learn it. Like, no matter what creative endeavor it is, I will learn it and I'll figure it out. Honestly, as people, I don't even think we should even be like making our skills like the forefront of who we are. I've never been the person who did that because I just genuinely feel like as people, we are more. We are way more than just our skills. We're way more than, you know, our work. But even going back to that comment, because that's really, you know, one of the major reasons why I'm also doing this video of like being popular before. Social media ebbs and flows, and in general entrepreneurship is like that. I'm not gonna lie, I never thought I was gonna be one of those people who ever had like a stagnant period or even a stagnant period for a long time, especially where my trajectory was going. But sometimes I've noticed that in this life, sometimes the trajectory that you think that you should be at, like for example growth and all those things, there's something that comes with it that you might not be able to see. And I feel like these past couple of years I've experienced such a high level of self-development and self-improvement that I don't think that I would have been developing if I had continued having social media blow-ups and things like that. I think that at some point in the social media journey, when you start gaining followers, there's an atom of performance that comes with it. And I feel like these past couple of years, I finally learned what it means to not perform all the time. Like, I don't want to be performing. I don't want to be like, hey guys, welcome back to my... If you guys notice, I even stopped doing that because, I beg, please, you guys know why you're here. Why am I saying, hey guys, welcome back to my channel? You know? Sorry, I know that sounds weird, but it's really true, you know? So, it's one of those things, like, if you're even a creator out there, like, please, don't let all these views, likes get to you. If you truly believe that you are meant to be a creator, because I really do feel like there's people out here, i.e. me as well, that are meant to be creators. We're meant to be creators. Like, I love creating. This is the one thing that I can do right off the bat and that makes me feel good, you know? And I truly believe in the statement that if you do what you love, the money will come. But like I said, money is just for regular things. It's just a means, you know what I mean? It's not the whole, it should never be the whole reason why you're doing things, especially being a creator. I just, you know, I have so many really beautiful and amazing women who talk about so many different topics and that I follow now in this season of my creator journey, and I love the way they talk about things. One of them is Glow Graphics. I think about it and I don't want to be an influencer. I want to be influential. You know, influential and being an influencer are two different things, and I feel like sometimes people don't realize that, and me, I realize that too. I want to be the type of person that, like, when I am no longer here, people feel my impact. You know what I mean? And honestly, that has little to nothing to do with being a creator and being online. To be honest, in the next couple of years, I know for a fact that my goal is to get offline. Literally. This part of my influencer career is a means to an end. and a means to get to where I'm going, a bus. A bus, okay? Honestly, I feel so much better. I just needed to release how I felt. Sometimes, like I said, it's not about views. It's not about views, not about likes. It's about doing what you love. Everything you want is on the other end of doing what you love. You know, I'm actually done talking because now I have to drop a banner off and life has kind of caught up with me. But I'll show you the final look at least. But yeah, I'm done yapping now. Thanks. I got overstimulated when she woke up. When she woke up, it was over because you see that there was an orange roll here. That was her, but now she's awake. So, oh, you're done with your school uniform. Let me see you. Have you put on your shoe? Go and put on. Don't ask me anything. Go and put on your socks and go and put on your shoe. Don't ask me anything until your shoes and socks are on, please. We have to go to school right now. No, you can't take your labubu with you.
But no one will touch it.
No, you can't.
No one will touch it.
No, you cannot take your labubu with you.
Why?
Because I don't want you to distract people in class.
It won't. I'll just put it in my book bag.
No.
My suitcase.
No. Your suitcase, your book bag is clear. So regardless of if you put it in your book bag, people are going to still see it. I don't want you distracting people in school with it. Sorry.
Mom, but I'll put it in my locker.
No, Havana, you cannot take your labubu to school.
Mom, please.
Don't start all this whining. I'm going to be very frustrated.
But you're not giving me the labubu.
Yeah, you're not getting it.
You hate the labubu.
I don't hate the labubu, I bought it for you. If I hated the labubu, would I have bought it for you? Exactly.
Mommy.
Go get your school bag, please. We're about to leave now.
I actually broke it.